Picture a 13-year-old kid standing in the middle of a royal banquet, and his eyes have already given up on being kind. Everyone around him is laughing, drinking, celebrating, but this boy is locked onto one target across the room. A boy his own age, smiling, completely unaware that the person watching him already knows exactly what he'll grow up to become. The man who hands an entire kingdom over to its enemies. So the kid does something nobody expects. He calls him out for a duel. No formalities, no warning. He kicks dirt in the other boy's face before the fight even starts, because apparently honor is a luxury for people who haven't already watched their whole world burn once. One clean hit to the chest, and it's over before the guards even react. He lets the kid walk away for now, but only because some part of him remembers this same boy years from now, tearing his family apart from the inside. This is Yuri Bale, third prince of a kingdom called Bryal. And the terrifying part? This is him at 13. Before we get to what he becomes, we need to rewind because this isn't actually where his story starts. 10 years from this moment, in a version of events that already happened once, Yuri wasn't a prince anyone respected. He was the family embarrassment, a gambler, a hothead, the kind of royal who spent more nights at card tables than council meetings. He was in a relationship with a woman named Ivana, princess of a rival empire, and he trusted her completely. That trust became a weapon. Everything he ever told her, troop movements, palace secrets, his kingdom's weak points, she fed straight back to her empire. When the invasion finally came, it hit exactly where it hurt most. His kingdom fell. His father, the strongest warrior on the continent, vanished in the chaos. His brothers, his soldiers, everyone he loved gone, one by one, while Yuri kept surviving battles he was supposed to lose. Allies threw themselves in front of him just so the royal bloodline wouldn't die out completely. So he ran, hid in abandoned houses like a criminal, waiting for an end that refused to come years later, broken and directionless. He was still fighting not to win, but because some part of him hoped a battlefield would finally finish the job. That's when a knight cornered him. Not to kill him out of hatred, but out of something worse, recognition. The knight called him by name, blamed him for the kingdom's destruction, and Yuri realized this wasn't a stranger. It was Lauren, a soldier who had once died protecting him. Someone who should not have been alive to say any of this. The blade went straight through his chest. And in that final second, all Yuri could think about wasn't fear. It was guilt, every mistake stacking on top of the last, and no way left to fix any of it. Then he opened his eyes. 13 years old again. His father very much alive, sitting right next to him. For a moment, Yuri assumes they've both ended up in hell together, which honestly, given how his first life went, felt about right. But there's no fire, no punishment. Just sunlight, his brothers, and a second chance he has absolutely no intention of wasting this time. From that moment, Yuri changes everything. He starts waking up before dawn to train, pushing himself harder than anyone expects from a problem child. He remembers his old maid, Emma, being killed in front of him in the future that no longer happened, and that memory alone is enough to keep him moving even when his whole body wants to quit. He goes back to his old sword teacher and asks, for the first time, to be trained properly instead of coasted through. The teacher barely recognizes him. Then comes the moment that really sets his plan into motion, meeting the Count's son. God. In the life Yuri remembers, this harmless kid grows up to sell out the kingdom's secrets and open the gates for the enemy. Yuri doesn't wait around to find out if it'll happen again. He challenges him, humiliates him fast and dirty, and then instead of walking away with a grudge between them, offers him a hand up. Because Yuri knows exactly what desperation did to this kid the first time around, and he's not interested in repeating history just to feel morally superior. By the end of this one afternoon, a boy who used to be dismissed as a spoiled, lazy gambler prince has already started rewriting the story his entire kingdom is set to live through. And this is only the beginning of what Yuri Bale is about to become. Next time, we watch Yuri hunt down the one soldier whose talent could change the entire war before it even starts.